Let me take a quick break. Let me take a quick break, all right? Hey y'all, what's up? We are. Oh, boiler room. Oh, by the way, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to refresh the show. So hopefully you guys can come on back. We're still doing what we do, making it do what it do. Yeah, that's the first time that's happened to me. Yeah, that's actually the first time that's happened to me. We're still good on Facebook. And by the way, Facebook, you guys join in the discussion, join in the chat room. If you got any questions, any concerns, post your questions right there in the chat room. Okay. As you can see, I've been drinking this water, man. I was dehydrated, man. I was like, I was gonna go out of town this weekend. Man, I was so weak. I said, man, let me just sit. I just sat at home yesterday and drank Powerade and Gatorade and water. And I ate a little bit. I didn't eat that much, but man, it was hard. It was hard getting through the. It was hard getting through the. It was hard getting through that. Getting through the day yesterday. Thursday was worse. I thought it was the lettuce I bought, but no, it wasn't that lettuce. It was just that being out there in that hot ass sun and not drinking enough water. So I'm coming out of it. I probably won't be back 100% until Monday, because I haven't even been working out every day. Normally I work out at least 2 to 3 days straight and then take a day off and then work out both days on the weekend if I don't go out of town. I ain't do that. See, if I go to Seattle, I can still work out because, you know, one of my athletic clubs is up there. So I can still work out, which is what I did 2 weeks ago when I went out of town. Anyway, I don't lost my train of thought of what I was talking about. I know I was talking about Trump, but I think I was talking about the economy. Oh, my man was talking about Boiler Room. Boiler Room was kind of a knockoff movie, but what it did talk what it was a precursor to The Wolf of Wall Street, because what they were selling was penny stocks. They were selling penny stocks too, but they was also committing fraud. They were committing fraud. You'd be surprised how many people, just because some white guy called them, they'll invest with them. Don't even know this dude. Well, that's why there's a multi-billion-dollar industry of telemarketing and doing that stupid shit, robocalling people. There's billions of dollars in that. You'd be surprised how many fools will open their wallet up to some shit some stupid motherfucker call them on the phone. A lot of these nonprofits be hiring these companies that all they do is, they split the money 50-50 or whatever. Telemarketers will raise all that money, pay motherfucker $10 an hour, and all day long you call them motherfuckers you don't know. But NAFTA was another flip-flop ass legislation. NAFTA, reason why Bush passed NAFTA, HW, the number one reason is because they wanted to move the control of the Cali cartel. They wanted to move the balance of power from them to Mexico. So you got to understand, HW is one of the founding guys that founded the CIA. So back channels, they created back channels. That's why right after they passed NAFTA, Ariano Felix cartel got big. All of a sudden, they had all this money for drug infrastructure. They hated the Cali cartel, man. Mainly because of Escobar. He was so flamboyant. And he was a killing machine. But until Latin American countries come up with something better than drug peddling and stealing and committing fraud and feed and clothe their own damn people, they won't have them kind of problems. That's why them people come over here, they get right back in business, ripping their own people off. Exactly. Iran-Contra. That's what that movie, that's what that show Snowfall is loosely based on. Crack cocaine, black drug addicts, as well as, brown and Caucasian ones too. But more at that time, probably more blacks. That paid for that, Iran-Contra. That paid for the Sandinistas down in Nicaragua. That paid for all that. And like I said, NAFTA took the balance of power away from the Cali cartel. They were throwing billions of dollars of DEA money and CIA money into destroying governments in Latin America. And the end result of that is what you're seeing today. CIA foreign policy. That's why those people have to come over here. Because unlike our country, maybe you can get on welfare if you got a vagina and some kids. But in those countries, they don't have that. You just starve. But those people work together as a team, which is what this show is about. They work as a team, even though everybody's poor. When everybody eats, if everybody starves, everybody starves. If everybody eats. The way black folks were when I was growing up. When you went over somebody's house, they fed you. If you were with your friends and they were with, see, my mom and dad was slick. They tell my friends to take their ass home. Because my parents didn't want to eat. My parents didn't want to feed nobody unless they were family. So my parents were a little different. But some of the guys I hung around with, if you were at their house and their kids were eating, you ate. Even if it was some shit you didn't want to eat, which very rarely it was. Most of the time, it was popping. It was some fried chicken, pizza, tacos. And black women can make some tacos. See, we live in a hood rat culture and bastard baby making culture where everybody is selfish. Your mama on welfare and she ain't feeding nobody else's kids unless it's her brother or her sister's kids. They didn't make a big ass pot of spaghetti and throw wieners in there. Because if you were black, you didn't get spaghetti and meatballs till your daddy got that job at the plant. Then it was like, oh shit, we gonna eat spaghetti and meatballs now, niggas. No more wieners in the spaghetti. But if you grew up in the 60s and 70s, that's what we ate. Right. Oliver North, they made him a scapegoat. But he was involved. He's the one, he was the trigger man. He's the one that helped get the weapons over there. I think it was to the Iranians. To the Contras. But he claimed he didn't know what he was doing. But they needed a stooge. And he was the stooge. And instead of retiring as a lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps, getting that $4,000 a month, getting that about $6,000 a month as a lieutenant colonel, instead he got none of his pension. But look, good old Fox stepped up, didn't they? So he's a multimillionaire because of that, the couple shows he got on Fox. And the guy's a damn criminal. I gotta see that, man. Tom Cruise played Oliver North. I gotta see that. Must have been a movie that didn't make no money. Oh, they need to stop. Newsflash, Nutella / mayonnaise militia. The national anthem shouldn't even be sung by half you treasonous motherfuckers. Because you walk right around here with talking about you still represent the Confederacy and white supremacy. You ain't even a real American. And you can show up to the baseball game with your flag shirts and flag diapers and all kind of. Anytime you see these white supremacists with all that shit on, I guarantee 10 times out of 10 they ain't never served in the military. They ain't veterans. They love, but I love America. I love America. Where's my smokes? Where's my smokes and my Pabst Blue Ribbon? Yeah, Mark Furman's ass on Fox. The hell you talking to his felony ass for? Oh, convicted felon. That's a straight up Nazi. So a lot of people, yeah, exactly. Wasn't the third verse talking about killing niggers and shit? And talking about how great slavery was? They sorry asses. Oh, I'm going to talk about a nightline. If we got any Indians from India listening, oh, I'm about to tell you a new asshole later on tonight. Because I just saw a Dateline about this Indian dude. And boy, the first 25 minutes was boring as hell. But I swear to God, that last 40 minutes, I was like this. Because that was some white supremacy for your ass. Okay? But somebody was talking about, Claude Addison. Somebody had sent me something. Oh, by the way, let me say this. Whoever the guy was that left a message for me on the form message, you know how you can leave a message for me at the AskTheIceman.com website on the last page. Somebody had left me a message talking about you struggling with some anger issues. Brother, email me at the Iceman Show at yahoo.com or the other email address, AskTheIceman.com. Or whatever that email address. I got 2 email addresses on the first page of the website. email me at one of those, because those form messages, I don't, sometimes they don't even come out all the way. Yeah, sometimes I don't even come all the way out. And then sometimes I forget that somebody emailed me on there. And I look back and, you know, they be done scrubbed it. But we're living in, they're talking about, you know, Dr. Claude Anderson is talking about we're in a race war. He said, hey, man, black folks better get on the good foot. These people ain't playing. Like this young sister, Neil Wilson, up there in Oakland. Beautiful young sister. See, black men want to talk about playing and joking around all the time, so you don't have to go out here and be a man. You don't have to be responsible for anybody. You're barely responsible for yourself. Some of you ain't even responsible for yourselves. It's on and popping. These people feel threatened. They feel threatened. And so they are going jihad on black folks. And they're sitting up there like that dude in Oakland that stabbed them two sisters, and one of them died. He wasn't no lone wolf. I guarantee he is a card-carrying member of either a domestic or international white terrorist group. And that shit's going to keep happening. But you notice they keep going after soft targets. They're only going after soft targets. They're going after women and children. They ain't going after no men. Y'all better pay attention. Then you got that white supremacist down there. Got that white supremacist down there in Florida. Talking about stand your ground. Stand your ground, my ass. Going to the bathroom where? I ain't heard of that. Was he in a restaurant, a hotel? Where was he at? Was he peeing in the bushes? What was he doing? Because sometimes I be having, you know, I ain't been online, but maybe a few minutes before I start the show. So sometimes I don't know, you know, because this stuff is happening all the time. At least once a week. Oh, man, that's ridiculous. I'm telling you, man, are you battle tested? Are you ready for war? Because I'm going to tell you right now, most of you ain't. The reason why they can fuck with us like that is because black men don't stand up for nothing. We're too busy chasing bitches and talking about getting some expensive car so we can look like we got some paper. Exactly. These guys are soft as cotton. Guys ain't got no murder skills. If you ain't, look, you shouldn't even be calling yourself a man if you ain't willing to stand up for your family and put your life on the line. See, niggas think, you got too many niggas out here that think knocking some chick up and put some babies up in her, you a man. You ain't no damn man, nigga. The manhood just began. You better teach his ass how to do basic martial arts, teach them a couple judo moves. Quit playing, man. I don't know what's wrong with this live stream. YouTube is acting janky as hell. But they are going after soft targets, women and children and elderly blacks. That's not by accident. That's why they call it a jihad, a Nazi jihad. You got brothers out here don't even know how to handle themselves. Got too many black men walking around here that don't even know how to fight. What you gonna do, dog? Somebody step to you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Stand there and hold your dick? Damn, this damn live stream, man. But why this thing? Okay. My dad didn't teach us nothing. It was dudes down the street that taught us how to wrestle. This is how you do when you wrestle, you know, grown ass men. And then you had to demonstrate what he was teaching us. I mean, he didn't try to kill you, but he, you know, handled you well enough where you knew he was taking care of business. And you could feel the strength of this guy. And we was just 8, 9, 10-year-old kids. But these guys were trying to explain to us that even back then, you need to be physically ready to break your foot off in a nigga's ass. Because they had to do it with them white folks. My dad didn't teach us nothing because he didn't know how to fight. But I watched older siblings fight, or I just had a knack for that kind of stuff. I was gonna box in the Air Force, and it just didn't work out. But I was in top shape back then. Because the staff sergeant that ran the boxing program, he was like, man, I can get you out of that. I can get you out of that combat shit, dog. All we do is train. All we do is fight throughout the world in the Air Force. And then we fight Marines, we fight Army, we fight Navy. And if you're young enough and you're that good, then you can if you're good enough to make the Olympics, the Air Force, you'll still be on active duty. But you'll be fighting for the United States on the national team. That's how good I was. If I'd have stuck with it, I'd probably be a professional boxer right now. Because I was quick. I'm still quick as hell. And when these guys at the athletic club see me hit the bag, they be like, man, you be killing that heavy ass bag. How do you hit that bag that hard? I said, dude, if that bag don't move, then you ain't gonna break somebody's leg when you kick them in the leg. When I kick you in the leg, you going down. When I do that swing move, man, I was looking at these heavy. Have you ever seen that UFC heavyweights? Them fat motherfuckers. They had this fat ass brother on there and some fat goober ass Caucasian dude. Looked like he was straight out the cave. Looked like a straight up caveman. And that brother was struggling with his ass. These dudes would kick each other, and the kicks look like they took. The kicks look like they took 10 minutes. That was the worst shit I ever seen in my life. I don't know how people go to that shit. Man, them guys are so out of breath. They were out of breath. Now, these guys look like they're probably, 260, 270. They were pretty big, man. Them dudes were sucking wind. And the brother barely beat the guy on decision. But I seen brothers get pummeled by slow-ass white dudes. I'm like, dude, where do you get these little soft niggas from? If you can't take a punch, dude, you ain't got no business boxing, fighting, nothing. You got to be able to stand up there, dizzy as a motherfucker, and still try to throw down. That's why whenever Tyson got hit, he probably didn't feel it. He was in survival mode. Those guys were just boxing. He was in survival mode. He was killing them niggas. I'm serious, man. But there ain't nobody around to teach these young brothers anything. Because you got too many niggas out here trying to be, switch hitters. You got niggas out here trying to be LGBT, all this tranny shit. You got niggas worrying about, or they out here chasing white girls. They wasting all their time doing that type of shit. Focusing on everything other than being leaders. Then you wonder why everybody laughs at us. They laugh at black women because their fuckery is all over the TV. But black men, other than having you hit a baseball, slam dunk a basketball, run for a touchdown, or run, 100 meter, 200 meter dash, or in the relays, they don't want your ass. They don't need you for nothing else. They don't want you for nothing else. Black labor is obsolete. And it's been obsolete ever since they've been allowing Pedro and Flacco and them and Baby Joker and Little Puppet. Since they've been bringing them over here, allowing them over here, they don't need us no more, other than for the Olympics and professional sports and college sports. They have no use for us. That's why as soon as they're done with us, they kick us to the curb and don't even treat us as good as a $2 whore. $2 whore might get a towel. You don't get shit. And if you sat up here and wasted your time the whole time you played football or basketball, whatever you did, chasing white girls that fall out the damn ceiling in your bed without no work ever. Now you sitting up here retired athlete, and you ain't got no money in the bank. You done wasted all your money buying Bentleys and Escalades. And you got 10 kids. Just because you ain't playing no more don't mean you ain't supposed to not pay that child support. Yeah, it's going to be looking like Antonio Cromartie's ass. I think he got it under control now, but shit, half his money was going on late payments on child support because his salary went down after he left the San Diego Chargers, then San Diego Chargers. But he never really had a real big contract. I think the most he may have made when he was younger, because he's a good DB, one of the best, fast as hell too. Plus, he spent bank. They follow him around for a day, and you should have saw how many massage therapists and acupuncturists and physical therapists that this guy was paying just to get ready for the game the next day. Those people are charging him way more money than they would charge me and you. And then by the time he got to the Jets, he was only making like maybe $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million a year. So he started getting behind on child support. Now some of his kids then got are are pretty, about to graduate from high school. But a lot of his younger kids are with his wife. Thank God. But they allowed him to restructure his child support. Unlike Terrell Owens' stupid ass. Little crying nigga. Can't stand a crying nigga, man. That's my teammate. That's my teammate. That's my teammate. That's my teammate. Don't be talking about Tony Romo, man. I love him, man. I love him, man. He my teammate. I know he Mexican, but he's still a brother. He my teammate. I love him, man. I love him, man. Mama. Fuck out of here. Oh, crying nigga. I can't stand a crying nigga. Yeah, he should have won a Super Bowl, man. He was that good. Terrell Owens was a shapeshifter on these goddamn teams. He could probably still play. Because that dude, man, but guys lose their mind, man. They get up there and start making that money. Because, Terrell Owens had to get his teeth fixed. Terrell Owens used to have buck teeth, I think. It's either buck teeth or his teeth were real rotted or something like that. He wouldn't even talk. Because he was on them San Francisco teams with Jerry Rice. I think he did win a Super Bowl with them. Yeah. But Jerry Rice tried to get him to talk. And he said, man, Terrell Owens wouldn't even talk. He'd be like, because his teeth was fucked up. No, he played with Jerry Rice when Jerry Rice was on the 49ers. Because, Terrell Owens was supposed to come in after Jerry Rice retired. That's why they drafted him out of University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. But he also played basketball. He was also a good basketball player. He could have played in the NBA. Terrell Owens was a beast in sports. I'll give him that, but off the field, he was a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Guy ain't got no damn sense. That's what happens when you ain't had no daddy. You don't have no discipline. When you go out there getting all them women pregnant. No, when Deion Sanders that was when he was with the lefty lawyer, Steve Young. Steve Young was a bad motherfucker. I don't care what nobody say. That white boy was cold-blooded. I think to a certain degree, a lot of people gonna get on me when I say this. I think he was better than Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a shit because that was my era. But Steve Young, them last few years he played, after he got off of Tampa Bay, remember, he was horrible. Man, he was getting sacked all the time on Tampa Bay. That was when Tampa Bay was still sorry. That's before they got Tony Dungy for a coach. They was sorry. Oh, man. They had Doug Williams, Steve Young. It had a whole lot of talent on that team. Both of them dudes won Super Bowls. God damn. But they had a horrible team. Shaq worth $400 million. He's a pitch man. I don't know how many products and services. Okay. Now, Shaq might not be the great ladies man, but he paying for it. And, you know, hey, man, who ain't a prostitute today? When you got that kind of money, you know damn good and well ain't nobody trying to hang around your ass unless you about to buy them a new Hyundai Sonata. Okay? You need to buy me that Hyundai Sonata. Or is that the Kia? Is that Kia? She got to get her a Hyundai Santa Fe. That's a nice little SUV. It's a little bit bigger than a RAV4. Okay. Oh, he did in New Jersey, in Newark, in Brick City. Brick City, baby. Man, I heard Newark used to be so bad. I flew out of Newark one time, man. Newark looked real rough. Even by the airport, it looked rough. But it was it was quicker for me to fly out of there than fly out of LaGuardia. And JFK was totally out of the question. I wasn't driving to JFK. I had plenty of niggas that told me straight up, ICE, don't ever fly into JFK unless you have to. Don't ever fly out of there and don't fly in there. Go to LaGuardia. I was like, all right, I didn't even know they had 2 airports. They really got 3 because they got Newark. But Newark is way less busy. It's still a big ass airport. It's still busy. But it ain't no JFK or LaGuardia. But these corporations, people, they have money invested in these corporations overseas. They might have a Chinese name, but it's still owned by Americans. Just like Korea's kind of, just like a lot of those big companies like Samsung and Kia, dude, behind the scenes. Hey, Hunky McGee is running the show. They just got some Koreans out there as window dressing. Same thing in Japan. We can manipulate anybody's currency on the planet. That's why they tell companies, even companies that want to do IPOs in other countries, because a lot of companies will do an IPO here, and then they'll go over to London and do an IPO over there. Or they'll go to Hong Kong. Although Hong Kong's Chinese, under Chinese rule now, but used to be, if you wanted some money in the Far East, you went over there to Hong Kong, met with the Brits. That's why you go, everybody told me that's in the Navy, they said, hey, man, you go over there to Hong Kong, them Chinese speak English. They speak English and Chinese or Mandarin. Yeah, I heard they got that federal money in there, so they start shutting down a lot of that crime in Newark. But I heard Camden was still bad. I saw something on 2020 on Camden. I couldn't believe Camden was that ghetto. I mean, I went to college when I was a freshman in college, I went to school with some black folks from Camden. They weren't real. There was no more ghetto than anybody, where I was from, or Dallas or Houston or New Orleans. I don't know what the fuck this is on TV. I'm about to turn. I don't know what this silly ass shit is. I can't believe they still got arena football. I thought they got rid of arena football. I heard that shit. I thought they went out of business. Didn't they go bankrupt? They went belly up after that. At the economy, the bottom dropped out of the economy. Yeah. Let me take a quick break. Be right back, y'all. That's my teammate, man. That's my teammate, man. I love that dude, man. Gotta put the shades on. Hold on. That's my teammate, man. I loved him. I love Tony Romo. Why? Because I'm a crying ass nigga. I put them eye drops in my eyes because my eyes be drying out. Yeah, that dry eye, that shit ain't no joke in this kind of weather. We got all kind of stuff blowing around. Yeah, exactly. But are you battle tested? Can you be called upon to possibly stand a post and protect yourself? Not if nobody else, just yourself. Because I've seen instances where niggas ran up on some of these non-blacks done ran up on a couple of brothers. And then I'm like, maybe if you weren't concentrating on being a tranny and wearing skinny jeans and walking around with a blonde mohawk, perhaps you would have seen somebody trying to run up. You would have saw that coming. Sometimes you do get caught slipping. But them little punks, they ain't going to jump on you unless they got a weapon and you don't have nothing. Or it's, 50 of them on one brother. They love soft targets. They ain't going to never run up on black folks all at once. See, that's what we do that's what we do in the military. We will, instead of attacking people at a certain time of the day, when you can see us, we'll wait till 3 o'clock in the morning when you good and sleep, and then we'll just run up in there and bomb the shit out of your ass. That's what we did in Desert Storm. Exactly. You gotta have your head on swivel. There's too many niggas out here soft, man. You think that's what I say. When you see these young sisters and these young brothers with all their little white friends and all their little non-black friends, you know, that's a big deal to them. And you wonder why brothers are so fucking lame today. You got very few black men representing manhood. The rest of them are just out here trying to get some pussy or some booty. That's because of the drug industry has refined itself. That's why it ain't that much violence. Used to be everything was about turf. Now there's a lot more cooperation, because when you start dropping bodies, you attract the attention of law enforcement. And if it keeps happening, you're gonna attract the attention of federal law enforcement, which is worse because they got way more money. Don't let them local cops get on a federal task force. That's federal money. They printing money over there. Unlimited overtime. Chasing your black ass up and down the street and disrupting your drug business. That's why I like that show. That's why I like Power, because Power is, you know, very few brothers operate at the top of the pyramid, at the apex. And that's where Ghost and Tommy are. They're at the top of the apex. They make deals. They're brokers. They broker deals based on their word and their reputation. So they got to go directly to the source in order to get their product. Because everybody else, the DEA done took them out damn near. You got some yayo coming out of Ecuador, some coming out of Peru, some coming out of a couple other countries. Because once they shut down Colombia, the yayo just start coming from other places. So those cartels in those countries, now those guys got fat pockets. That's what that Queen of the South show is loosely based on. I watch all them shows. I don't watch them every week, but I DVR them and I just go back and, because some of these shows, man, they're supposed to be an hour and you really don't get nothing but maybe 35, maybe 40 minutes of the show and the 20 minutes of fucking commercials. Because I'm sitting there with my remote like this. Fast forward, trying to get through the damn commercials. It's 5 minutes of commercials every time. I look around, there's only about 40 minutes of the damn show. So I'd rather build up to 2 or 3 episodes to make it feel like I'm watching a 2.5 hour show. Although to a certain degree, I can't watch all them shows in one day. So sometimes it just happens that it takes me 2 or 3 weeks to watch these shows. Hell, I had a Tiffany Haddish special off of Showtime that I recorded. That was like 6 months ago. And I just looked at that last month. It wasn't that good though. I tell you that. I'm excited that she getting her paper, but she ain't that good a comedian. She ain't funny to me. Playing a ghetto hood rat after a while, that's gonna get old. She gonna have to step her game up. Now she's a decent actress because she was funny as hell in Uncle Drew. Oh, she was funny as hell. Man, let me take a sidestep for a second. I gotta talk about this, man. Nigga. Y'all know I got Netflix, right? I moved Acrimony above All the Money in the World. I was actually supposed to get that this week, and I changed it before they sent the movie out. And I put Acrimony on there. Now, you know, Acrimony didn't make any money. That movie only made like 30 million, I mean. Now, I'm going to say this. Oh, yeah? Meech and all them? Big Meech? Them niggas was the real Cash Money brothers. But they had to fuck it all up. They didn't invest it. Popping bottles, man. I mean, come on, man. Them niggas are stupid. They could have ruled. You know what? I'm gonna say this. You know why the Black Mafia family really, you know what happened after they fell off, right? That created a vacuum. And that's why the SAs moved in for the Latino community, sell dope to them. The Chicago gangs moved. The New York gangs always been in Atlanta. But then the LA niggas and the Detroit niggas moved in because of the vacuum that was created by Big Meech and them. But everybody from almost every major city has a franchise in Atlanta. Big Meech and them could have owned all of Atlanta. They could have shut everybody off and been like, if you want to run up in here and do business, you a dead man. They had that kind of power, but they fucked it up. They didn't invest it in anything. All them niggas was like them clowns, the Snow. Who was they supposed to be in Superfly? The guys that dressed in white, that dumbass shit, all that old popping bottles and tricking. Yeah, they did a documentary on him. They did a docu on, you know, if you ever look at the Reels channel, it used to be something else before that. I forgot what they used to call it before they got bought out. But now it's the Reels channel. Matter of fact, let me check to see what they got on because they always be doing autopsies on there. Anyway, they have this series called Gangsters Most Wanted, or they might say Gangsters, you know, worst gangsters ever. And they'll start with like Al Capone and some of them guys and you know, Bugsy Siegel, and then they'll move all the way down to today's gangsters. Like I tell you what movie they should make. They should what 50 should do is do a movie on the consortium. Y'all know who the consortium is, right? Nicky Barnes and all them niggas. But you know what? DEA focused on them, and that's why them niggas some of them niggas are dead in prison or in witness protection. Right, I know. I know he's from Detroit. But what I'm saying is, Black Mafia family could have been, even though they came from Detroit, they could have owned Atlanta because they were the biggest distributor. They were at the top of the food chain. See, a lot of the Detroit hustlers was getting busted. See, I know because I was living in Michigan back then. Niggas was getting busted, man. All kind of niggas was getting hemmed up. Because Detroit police had federal task force. Michigan State Police. Oh, Michigan State Police ain't no joke, dude. I was gonna become one of them, but I didn't want to do no swimming. Them guys are well trained. I got a lot of respect for Michigan State Police, man. Them dudes, that's like joining the Marines of law enforcement. But it's a lot of niggas in Atlanta. They got Atlanta chopped up. They got Atlanta chopped up. But brothers that be on that level, they always fuck it up because they get sloppy. And black men don't know how to not be flashy. Either your girl, either your baby mama gonna snitch on you, or one of your relatives gonna snitch on you, or when somebody from your organization somebody from your crew gonna snitch on you. Or somebody gonna pop you, and then you gonna be snitching on your connect. That's how one of my homeboys got pinched. That's how he got. He said, man, I showed up, man, DEA came out of nowhere. He said something told me it was a setup. As soon as I pulled up, they was like, pop the trunk. He said they already knew where it was. They already knew where the dope was. See, instead of niggas with money doing something with trying to buy back Detroit, you got niggas trying to sell dope. That's black men for you. Always at the bottom of every fucking thing. You got niggas right now shivering their boots doing business with the cartel. You can't never get out. You can't take no vacation. Them niggas don't know how to sit their ass down somewhere. Do like the old mafia. Ride around in an old ass Subaru, dirty ass Subaru. That's what I be riding around in. You would never see my ass fly making that kind of money. If you really pay attention to power, who is the one getting Tommy and Ghost set up? Tommy's ass. But Ghost knows he needs Tommy because Tommy is the muscle. Tommy ain't got no family. So he act like a nigga that ain't got nothing to lose. And Ghost can't do that. Yo, what up? He said, Italians. Hell yeah. See, now brothers ain't dealing with the Italians. They ain't dealing with them Guido motherfuckers. They ain't dealing with Guido. They were doing now. Peruvians was moving some heavy weight on the northeast, in the northeast for a minute. But you got Yayo coming out of Chile. But the Italians got hit hard. Them federal task force tore them Italians up. And you know what they did? They flipped that money. Like that Tams, the hamburger restaurant Tams. They ain't got nothing but Mexicans working up in there out there in California and Southern Cal and SoCal. Who you think own that shit? Them Guidos. They flipped that money. They got out of a lot of that illegal shit. And then the cartels just stepped in. After NAFTA, the cartels stepped in. Oh, hell yeah. Giuliani was a very effective U.S. attorney. He went after them motherfuckers. They sued. There's so many fucking lawsuits against them motherfuckers. They got out the game. I ain't saying they totally out the game, but they ain't hands on like they used to. Yeah, that flat Latin booty. Now that Layla, whatever her name is, the Puerto Rican chick that plays the U.S. attorney, above the waist, she's a pretty motherfucker. But that girl ain't got an ounce of ass. But you know what? She probably was the best one for that role. Because I was like, damn, they could have got a better looking Latina. I mean, she's cute, but she too white. She too much like a white girl. Pretty face, flat ass. Now I know y'all niggas gonna see some of you East Coast niggas. I know y'all done seen some fine ass Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. Yeah, she's simple, man. She's cute, but see, I couldn't date no chick like that. I'd hit it, but after I saw that booty with no drawers on, I'd have to bounce. Look, I have a rule. If my ass is bigger than yours, it ain't ever gonna work. I don't care how good the pussy is. Cause that be them babes like that. That be the babes I put they legs all the way like back like this. And you just be, that's what you do to them. You get real deep in them guts. But like I said, she's pretty, she's cute with makeup on, but when she get her hair did, but when she take them dresses off, simple, basic as fuck, extra average. See, I got a little math problem in the later when you get to the economics of dating, that chapter that I'm writing in the Dating Bible, my new book. I'm gonna show you a point scale where you can properly give women the 0 to 10 score that they deserve. This is why you don't give dime status to anybody just because they pretty or just because they pretty and got a nice ass, because they got to have the whole package. If she fine like that and her breath is stank, her breath smell like sour cabbage, or she got bad hygiene, because some of them Latinas be kind of musty under the arms. They ain't the cleanest motherfuckers. Even the pretty ones. They not the cleanest motherfuckers. She's sexy. Oh, she's sexy. I give her that. Oh, the pussy might be off the chain. But I don't care. I've banged some Latinas from all over the world that was, booty was bam. Okay? Titties, bam. But they were, but like I said, that, you know, you can't be fine like that and still be a hoe. I'm gonna take points off for something. You ain't gonna get dime status. I don't think brothers should pass out a 10 for anybody that ain't the full package. Because if you fine, but you only fine when you get put together. Because I've dated some Caucasian chicks that on a good day, and only because of their body, they were a 7 or 6.5. And the only thing that pushed them up to maybe an 8 or a 9 was when they put that makeup on and did their hair. They looked fine as fuck. But once they washed all that war paint off, and you know that they sweat that because white girls, if it's like this time of the day or this time of weather, their hair don't nap up, but them curls come out. The shit start looking raggedy. They need to put that curling iron on it again. Yeah, I think chicks over 40 can be dimes, but they gotta have a whole package. Because I've seen some women who were 5s that had a great personality that bumped their shit up to 7. Because you're not just talking about looks. You're not, see, if you're just talking about taking your dick out, I don't think the dime scales for somebody like that. If you just talk about banging hoes, I'm sorry. Maybe look, let me explain something to you. I'm talking from a man who is a middle-aged man. I got a different perspective than some of you. Some of you guys are in your early 40s and in your 30s and 20s. Your perspective is going to be totally different than mine. See, I'm looking at the whole package. I ain't just looking at ass and titties because I done already slopped around in plenty draws. So getting ass ain't no challenge. I'm talking about the whole package. Attitude, looks. How much makeup do you need? Because like I said, when you deal with, I'm not trying to be nasty here, but when you deal with Caucasian Latinas and when you deal with Caucasian women, I'm sorry, they need a lot of aesthetic help. They need a lot of cosmetic help. Some of them will put their look together and you'll be like, damn, this bitch is fine as fuck. And then they wash that makeup off and they look like a sea hag. You're like, where this bitch come from? Where did the sea hag come from? Oh, I had her in my purse. I'm like, you must have had that bitch in your purse. But I'm sorry, they need a lot of help. There ain't, dude, I've dated some white girls that were pretty without makeup. I've dated a couple redheads that were pretty as fuck without makeup. But because they had red hair, they just didn't get that respect that they should have got. If they were blonde, they would. That's why a lot of white women will dye their hair blonde, because you get automatic cool points. Yo, Jimmy Johnson was a shit. I don't care what nobody say. I like Bill Parcells. I don't really have that much respect for Belichick because Belichick's a cheater. Couple of those Super Bowls, he cheated. Now, some of the others, yeah. Did he win fair and square? Yeah. But when they talk about Pete Rose betting on baseball, they need to talk about my man. Yeah, I can't stand a woman with hammer time. I remember one time I banged this white chick that was like 5'10", pretty as hell. Had that one foot that was longer, that one toe that was longer than the rest of the toes. That shit creeped me out. Oh man, you stuck in Stank Antonio, bruh? You must be a vet. You must be a veteran, brother. Hey, San Antonio, to a certain degree, is good for military and veterans. But it's still not a good city because outside of Riverwalk, San Antonio has nothing. What average nigga is going to go to SeaWorld and Fiesta, Texas? You're not going to go there. You damn sure ain't going to go this time of year. Too fucking hot. There ain't nothing in San Antonio. They got some whack-ass minor league team, minor league baseball team. They got some bullshit. They got some lame-ass MLS team. I remember one time one of them dudes, because I seen him on TV. This brother, he played for one of them that played for that MLS team. This nigga tried to come up in Lifetime Fitness. You know, Lifetime Fitness kind of upscale. He tried to come in there and try to act like he was a celebrity because he played for that weak-ass soccer team in San Antonio. I kind of looked at that nigga like, man, you ain't one of these Spurs, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't Kawhi Leonard. That nigga's trying to act like he was like, yeah. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Oh, man. San Antonio, you can't go to a HEB or San Antonio or a Walmart in San Antonio and not see some nasty ass spandex, especially on the Mexican chick. Oh, that's the most disgusting shit I've ever seen in my life. And they'll even have a belly in the front hanging over their belt. I'll be like, if you don't get the fuck out of here, it's too hot to see some ugly shit. Yeah, Austin, man, Austin is cool, but Austin got a lot of them fucking punk ass hipsters, aka young white supremacists. Austin, I slung a lot of dick in Austin. It's a lot of babe. Austin is a young people city because of the University of Texas and a lot of them tech firms that have moved there. But I still was banging a lot of them young chicks, though. I was still cutting them young chicks. I was dating women my age, but I was still fucking some of them, too. Because they were down to ride. Yeah, them Mexican chicks be looking like Danny DeVito like a motherfucker. But we can't count on a lot of these black men to go into battle against these assholes. We can't count on y'all. And even some of y'all who ain't wearing skinny jeans. Like I said, it takes more than just being physically prepared to do battle. You gotta be willing to go battle economically, because that is where if you could suck the money out of their wallets, that might make them act right. And we take that money and start our own shit. Because that's what we should have been doing in the first place. But we got all these coons out here. Some people say that a lot of these black athletes ain't doing enough. They ain't. Starting a production company and doing movies and shows and providing employment to, you know, some of these brothers, that's what you need to be doing. But a lot of them ain't even doing that. They just still popping bottles and bullshit. Man, you talk to a lot of niggas at these jobs, they paycheck gone before they even hit the account. Okay? Man, let me hold something. I'm like, nigga, we getting paid tomorrow. Oh man, I gotta pay somebody back. I'm like, nigga, if you don't get out of my face, if you don't get your dusty ass out my face. That's why I can't deal with broke niggas like that. No matter how much they make, they'll still be broke. One thing you don't want to be when you get my age is the old broke nigga. You don't have to be no baller. When I meet these Caucasian women that try to act like they're gonna climb in my pocket, they get nowhere. They ain't getting shit from me, but hard dick and bubble gum. And maybe a old bottle of Maalox from the 90s I got sitting around here. That's the best I can do. Because I ain't gonna give you none of my Pepto. You ain't finna get shit from me. I done met niggas in San Antonio getting a check from the VA, retired from the military, and these niggas still ain't got no money. And they working a job at the base or working for the VA or somebody like that. Nigga, how you ain't got no money? Then you walk out there in the parking lot and they got some brand new Benz. And I'm like, you old stupid nigga. Yeah, the houses are cheap in San Antonio. That's because they ain't got no basements. If you want to get inside the Loop 410, them houses are even cheaper. You get a house for $50,000. Now it might tilt over. It might flood whenever they start flooding in San Antonio, because the flood season, I guarantee the rainy season in San Antonio is going to be a bitch next year. Okay? Them little cheap ass houses within Loop 410, man, them houses are flood. Yeah, off of 90. Yeah, they building all kind of houses over there. When I go to Lackland, sometimes I used to drive around over there just to see how it looked, because I ain't been over there in years. But yeah, you can get a brand new house in San Antonio for, 120, 130, 140, 150,000. But they ain't shit. And then you're gonna be around a bunch of Mexicans with barking dogs in their fucking backyard all night long, all day. I'm like, God damn. Man, Atlanta played out. Unless you a sugar booty nigga, I don't see no reason why any black self-respecting black man would want to be in Atlanta. In San Antonio, you must be in Stone Oak. Nigga, you must be in Alamo Heights paying that. Nigga, you must be in Alamo Heights or deep Stone Oak. Oh, Shirts. Oh yeah, you way out there, nigga. Yeah, I was gonna get an apartment out there, man, because It's some little shit popping right in that little corridor right there. See, there used to be a couple of bars I used to go to on the way out to Shirts. But see, man, stuff done changed hands so many times in the last 12, 13 years, man. Like, you know that bar, you know what I'm talking about, right off of Thousand Oaks and 281. There's some Irish bar right there. You know what I'm talking about. On 78, nigga, come on. I know you clowning now. You know that club up there, that bar? There used to be a Bally's right there in that strip mall. They closed, now it's something else. Yeah, it used to call it the Shamrock or something. Something like that. It has some Irish theme to it. Because I've only been in there like 3 or 4 times. But I remember when I used to come out of Bally's on Monday, they used to have something on Monday nights because there used to be a gang of bitches walking past the front of the gym. We be in there working out. I'd be like, Mondays? Popping over there? I never went over there. And because I was looking for some apartments, because I used to live off of 78. I lived in Converse. But then I said, oh, it's too far. So then I moved over there off of De Zavala. I stayed over there. I lived there at least 3 apartments off near De Zavala over there. But I was gonna move to Thousand Oaks. I was gonna move to one of them apartments right there. I was gonna get an apartment over there. But I ended up getting that apartment closer to school. Man, they be doing that shit in San Antonio. The Mexicans be out there, them white folks be out there. I'll be like, if you don't get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's 6. Ooh, God, that traffic is brutal. But see, San Antonio used to be the shit until they start closing all them, stop having parties at the E Club at Randolph and at Fort Sam. Remember, y'all was there, Timmy Diamonds. I know you must have been there when they had that club at the E Club over there at Fort Sam. And even Lackland had a couple of things popping. But they shut that shit down after 2000. Too many fights. It was either the Mexicans coming on base fighting the black guys and the Mexicans or the Hispanics in the military, because them guys gonna squab. In the military, especially in the Army and Marines. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, them guys might have been presidents before they came in there. Shit, them Army niggas will go back to back. Okay, it'll be Mexicans, brothers. They'll be fighting all them motherfuckers. Okay. Shit, man, they still got sugars. They still got the steak dinner. Hey, remember I used to do my show back in 2012, and I used to talk about going to Sugars on Friday to get my little steak dinner. Nigga, remember I used to do them shows? Talking about Sugars. Hey, is Paradise still open off of 35 over there by Samsey? Huh? Hey, is Paradise still open off of 35? Remember the Paradise Club over there? Used to be an African dude that owned it. Remember that strip club? Man, hey, I took my family over there, man. Man, them niggas came to town. Nigga, we took them niggas in. Man, it was a fine ass Mexican chick, man. And I got a lap dance from her. Man, this chick had so many stab wounds. I said, God damn. Man, my cousin was laughing. My cousin from Cali there, that nigga came down. He said that bitch got more stab rooms than a bitch in D Block. She was fine though. But I was like, I haven't been over there since then. I haven't been to Paradise since. Gotta be like 03 maybe. Because it was so hood in there, man. All them cholos be in there now. Back then, it was just military guys. But they got private rooms. I got one of them chicks back there in them private rooms. Hey, my ex-wife found a receipt. I paid for it on one of my credit cards. Didn't give a fuck. You paying for pussy. What lying, cheating ass. I used to go to All Stars over 410. How was that? How was All Star? Because, man, I never been to them because ain't it All Stars and like Gold Canyon or some shit like that? They right next to each other. There's one across the street on the right side. I know about that one. I never been. I would never go in there because it's right by that X-rated movie store. And then across the street is All Star and that one. Hey, remember the Playpen? Wait a minute. What's it called? Shit. Playmates. I never went in there. I used to have an apartment. Hey, I used to stay on Perrin Vital. My apartment was right across the street from that strip club. But see, they had closed it by the time I got over there. Because they had that one that was open by that beauty school. Remember that SABC beauty school? And then next door, they had a strip club. That thing that thing done changed so many hands. God damn. See, that's the old San Antonio. See, back then, the pussy was just popping back then. After about 06, San Antonio been boring. Because them little San Antonio bitches were easy. Because I had some dudes that did their tech school right there at Lackland. And they was like, oh, man, them little San Antonio bitches, man, they were giving that pussy up. But now all they got is trick shit. You know, Hooters. If you come up here to the Northwest, real talk though, if you come up here to he said they wanted that TRICARE. I remember one, I had a babe ask me, she said, do you have and she was like, she said, sure would be nice to get on base and go to the BX. Hey. You know what I said to the bitch? I said, look here, baby. I said, well, you're going to have to get an ID card to get that popping. She was like, what you talking about? She's like, I see your ID card in your wallet. I said, how you see my wallet? Your wallet was sitting up there on the end table. She said, I saw your ID card in there. Oh, so you can't take me? I was like, oh, baby, they don't let nobody take. I can't take no guests up in the comments. She was like, bullshit. Oh, broke ass Mexican chick. They ain't as impressed now as they used to be. At least the young chicks ain't. Because a lot of them got relatives in that station there. See, when I went in the Air Force, there wasn't no Mexicans in the Air Force. You might have saw one or two, but now, you know, and then figure how to score higher on the test. So now they going to the Air Force. Especially if they from Texas. If they from San Antonio, they're going to go to the Air Force. But the problem with black men is that we have the mentality that it's always somebody else's fucking job. It's always somebody else's job to support black businesses. It's somebody else's job to protect your children. It's somebody else's job to even protect you. Because you're too busy with horizontal issues like LGBT. Getting fucked up. Turning up. Popping bottles in the club. I remember one time, this is a long time ago, I was listening to this dude video. I forgot what city he lived in. I think he either lived in Atlanta, because he was a real funny brother. He was funny as hell. And he said they would go to clubs, and some couple of they homeboys are rappers. And he had this one homeboy that would try to act like he had a little paper. And the only reason why he had a little bit of paper was because he worked a lot of overtime. He had a pretty good job. And he would try to act like he had their kind of money. And he'd be up in the club, up in there trying to pop bottles, running up his credit cards. And he got in trouble with like that. I remember I was reading Randall Robinson's book. The brother that's CEO of TransAfrica. Very intelligent brother. His older brother was my frat brother, Max Robinson. And he was talking about this white dude in the movie. This guy was a multi-millionaire. And he met this white woman who was a billionaire. And she was somebody that inherited wealth. And this guy, instead of meeting this woman halfway, he started blowing a lot of his money trying to impress this billionaire. And he almost went into financial ruin doing that. And he was saying, why would you put yourself in a position like that when this woman's got money? She didn't need you to impress her. She already got paper. So that's just a dumbass simp. Or he's a dumbass trick. Some men, just like that last week's show, Confessions of a Former Trick. Some men just can't help it. See, when I talk about women who have nothing to offer, there's also men out here who have nothing to offer. That's why white men are always talking that responsibility shit, because they don't have to work hard to go out here and get $100,000 a year job. They can go out here and fail miserably in life. They can go out here and trip and fall and bust their head in American society and still end up making more money than we do. So it's no big deal for a white man to keep his money. It's not, for him to keep his job, because ain't nobody trying to fire his ass. Ain't nobody following him around the job trying to get him fired. Unless he just totally fucks up some kind of way, like maybe fucking the boss's wife, which some white boys do that type of shit to their own peril. That's the only time they get treated like niggas. But a white man always talking that bullshit and leading with their wallet, because that's all they got. And like I said, I've had Caucasian women tell me straight up that if it wasn't for white supremacy, they wouldn't even mess with white dudes as long as they did. Because even the ones that have bigger penises are still, they either don't know how to use it, or maybe they just want booty hole and no vagina. Because like I said, I heard a woman say one time, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to be gross, but this one black woman said, if a man wants to have anal sex all the time, he's probably going up in dudes too. Because I don't get the fascination. I really don't. I don't get the fascination. Why would you want to have, you're not anatomically, you're not supposed to have sex where you use the bathroom. You're not even supposed to have your tongue there, but we all do it. We all do it anyway. Hopefully the woman we going down on washed her ass good enough and got that towel and went scrub that ass good. And we all know that some of them like to give us an October surprise in November. We've all had it happen. We've all had it happen. Okay? But white supremacy is holding on by a thread. And they know it. And these people are losing the mayonnaise and the Nutella mafia are losing assets as we speak, because they are the ones who been grandfathered in at these GM plants and coal mines and all these other places that pay good money that are going overseas. We're getting away from coal. Coal is too dangerous and it's too ruinous to the environment. I was reading this article this scientist was writing that said that one of the ozone holes just closed up recently. And he was talking about, why Trump looks like an idiot, not, going around being one of these climate change deniers. Like they're going to start drilling oil up here in Alaska, up here where I am. They're going to go in that refuge. There's millions of acres of land that ain't got nothing on it but a bunch of moose and shit. And they want to drill up in there. Not a good idea, though. Because once they go in there and start drilling, they destroy the earth. That's why they want to go overseas and get into these countries and on the continent of Africa by way of so-called terrorism and fundamentalism, which is a lie. And the CIA is running rampant in Africa right now. Okay. See, there's two CIAs. The one that HW's helped start with him and his skull and crossbone brothers. And then there's the one that we see on C-SPAN. That CIA, them guys don't run shit. They ain't nothing but window dressing. The real CIA are the ones that ran that crack cocaine operation for years. Got rid of all those leaders in some of those leaders in South America and Central America, destabilized that whole area. And there's the ones that keep that heroin coming in here from all those Kurdish areas, like some parts of Turkey, Armenia, Iran, northern Iran. I'm talking about northern Iran. A lot of that, and Afghanistan. Okay, that's why weed has been suppressed in this country for so long, because they saw that poppy plant as a cash crop, and they demonized marijuana. Marijuana ain't no narcotic, but it's on the scheduled narcotic list. Marijuana is not a narcotic. So why is it in the same family with narcotics? Yeah, Snowfall. That's loosely based on Freeway Rick, the real Freeway Ricky Ross. Yeah, I watch that shit religiously. But it's a gateway drug lie, though. Cigarettes are a gateway drug. They don't talk about that now, do they? No, because that's legal. Cigarettes is more of a gateway drug than anything. I see more people get fucked up over smoking cigarettes than anything else. But they did that because they were looking at their long-term strategy. I told you these people play chess, not checkers. Hell, if they cared that much about drugs, then why'd they put cocaine in Coca-Cola back in the 20s and 30s? That's why they call it Coca-Cola. Get yourself a Coke. Have a Coke and a smile. You ain't smiling because of the soda. You smiling because your ass is high. Before you go for that big drop. They just put cocaine in Coca-Cola. Like I said, these Caucasians, they love to get high and drunk and just lose it. That's how they get down. That's why when they made that movie Eyes Wide Shut, I was surprised they made that movie. I'm surprised they made Eyes Wide Shut. Because that's the kind of shit they do. I've been to swingers clubs. I've been to swingers clubs in San Antonio. Sooner or later, they bust them up, though. Because sooner or later, they start, selling underage ass in there. Or somebody fucks somebody's wife or girlfriend, and then they end up killing them. So sooner or later, they get busted up. Because everybody ain't as down as they try to pretend. Anyway, black men ain't prepared for nothing. That's, I've been telling y'all, I always tell y'all earlier in the year, earlier than this in the year. Hey, man, what you going to do on Black Friday? You going to go out here and celebrate Christmas? You going to be a fucking coon? I talk that shit every year. And same niggas, oh, yeah, we are, yeah. Black first. Yeah, your ass be right out there on. I see some of you niggas on TV beating people upside the head with a pair of skates. This for my baby. I seen your ass in line with like 5 32-inch Emerson TVs. So as they put the camera on your ass in Walmart's in line, you like, oh shit. See your ass ducking. Okay? Shit, nigga, you ain't fooled nobody. You can't be about black empowerment. You out there on Black Friday spending your kids' inheritance. Spending your grandkids' inheritance. Ain't spending none of them billions of dollars at non-black business, except the barbecue joint, Mr. Jim's. You got to go get some Mr. Jim's. But we can't count on y'all, man. I can't be out here by myself. See, the reason why these white supremacists are so bold, yeah, they're getting their backs up against the wall. They're being put in a position where they're threatened. They feel like whatever they've stolen, they can't hold on to it. They're more afraid of you stealing it than Paco and them. Because technically they're still Caucasians. And they know that all of these Hispanics are still team white supremacy, even though maybe not so much in the next year or so. Because as they see now, they are today's niggas. They are today's niggers. Okay? That shit they doing to us, that shit they doing to them, they did us that way during slavery. And they trying to start that shit back up, snatching these black kids out these homes with these foster care systems. If they smell your breath and you smell like marijuana, they taking your kids. All somebody got to do is call CPS and say you over there smoking weed. Say you leaving them babies crying with doo-doo diapers in a playpen and you sitting up there puffing L's. They're going to be like, oh, hell no. Let's go get them damn kids. You ain't got no money to get them kids back. That's what happened to them Hart kids that ended up with them 2 white supremacist lesbians up here that ran off the cliff purposely. Because they know the jig was up. And they were about to go to jail. Hell, I just saw something on the news earlier this week that there's a new development in the case. They still investigating them 2 devils. Oh, they're LGBT, so they're good people. Their pictures, they're kissing, and they're showing so much love for each other. Symbolism. versus reality versus action. Remember, I always talk about fuck symbolism. Fuck symbolism. I guarantee if you starting to see symbolism, because that's what America was built on, a bunch of symbolism. We gonna sit up here and sing the national anthem, and these white supremacists have not just murdered all of the black people who were living in this country before they came over here, but they had the nerve to take hundreds of thousands of blacks from the west coast of Africa. And then they went over in Africa and was killing people and taking shit that didn't belong to them, and built Europe off our backs, as well as blacks in the Americas. And yet they're going to stand somewhere talking about duty and responsibility and morals and ethics. I keep saying this every year. I can't speak just about the manufacturing sector, but I know the retail sector always gets bailed out on Black Friday. And it's mainly because of us, because we're blind consumers. We know you got niggas on here that'll sit here for 3 hours and look at this live stream, got a pocket full of money, and won't even donate $5 to my nonprofit. But these are the same niggas that'll sit in silence, will sit in the background and look at live stream, get plenty of game, and then won't donate 5 cents. But they'll go out and, like you said, Triple T Kill will go to GameStop and be waiting in line, be camping out in a funky ass tent in front of GameStop for Grand Theft Auto. It said Part 9. They'll go spend $80 on a game that provides no employment to their people, to your people. None. Don't provide a motherfucking thing. But you're the main one talking about, why am I asking you to donate? You getting something, and I'm not even asking you to pay what I think you ought to pay. I'm not even asking you to pay that. You get a tax deductible donation. You get a tax deduction come next year. Maybe not on $5 or $10, but if you have at least 100 and more, you can write it off. But if it doesn't have anything to do with you chasing white girls that ain't gonna never fuck you, that you meeting on plentyofat.com or OkCupid or whatever, or white women out the blue you just sending DMs to on Facebook, and the only reason why they're even willing to even meet you is so they can get a free dinner out your stupid ass. You video villains. Video villains. Remember I did that video back in 2013? Y'all niggas got mad as hell at me, boy. The nigga nerds got mad. Hey, man, no video villain. You are if you a grown-ass man playing video games. Because you know you ain't going to just buy one. Some of y'all go over there to GameStop, spend all that money on them games, and the white boys be calling you nigger over there. Your dumb asses. Video villains. Oh, video villains. Love that thumb pussy. Don't want no real pussy. You love thumb pussy. That game control is a thumb pussy for you. Then you wonder why you can't talk to women. See, it's mostly them type of niggas that be on Plenty of Fish that or Facebook be DMing bitches they don't even know. It's them kind of niggas that the reason why all the rest of us can't meet no women on online dating sites and or Facebook on social media. It's because of them niggas. Because they said it was okay to dine and dash. Okay? Exactly. Racing car bed niggas. I used to talk some shit back then. I said, hey, yeah, Madden Kangs. Nigga, you crazy. Nigga still playing with Michael Vick and shit. Nigga running on every down. Used to be these dumbass little white boys that were undergrads at University of Texas. And they used to leave their door open. And them, man, they be in there making so much fucking noise. You walk past the door, and they be 50 little no pussy getting white dudes sitting in front of TV playing Madden. And they always pick the Atlanta Falcons. Always pick Michael Vick. And he running on every goddamn play. Got Michael Vick running 100-yard fucking touchdowns and shit. That shit had me cracking up. Okay? But you guys don't sacrifice nothing. See, in order to get, one thing I got to give Caucasians a little bit of credit for is they were willing to risk it all to steal this country, whether it was Canada or Mexico or the so-called United States. They were willing to put it all on the line. And there were several times when we could have beat their asses just by sheer numbers. But because of coons and mammies, it always got thwarted. And it's going to be the same thing this time because black people represent, when you hear me always talking about that sleeping giant, we are that sleeping giant. And let me tell you something. When they finally wake that sleeping giant up, it's going to be some 1804 type shit. Keep on fucking with these black folks, you white supremacists. Keep fucking with us. Them Haitians had sticks and stones and capoeira. And they beat the French's ass. They beat Napoleon's ass. And the French were supposed to be the baddest motherfuckers on the planet at the time. They beat their asses. They still mad at Haiti. They still mad at Haiti to this day. They treat them like dog shit. I remember one time I was flying in from Central America and some Haitians were in front of me, and they was like, "What?" Because one of the customs guy came out of the office, said, "How many of you guys? What country are you guys from?" Because the lines were starting to get pretty long, and I had my passport out. I said, "I'm U.S." And they were like, these black, really dark skinned black folks was in front of me. They said, "Where are you from?" They said, "Oh, we from Haiti." They said, "Oh, you need to go over here." And the guy said it real hostile. They hate Haiti. Because they were the only majority black country that beat them Frenchies' asses. They beat the berets off their asses. They weren't talking about Gay Paris after that. They beat the snot out of their ass. They beat the brakes off of Napoleon. But these white supremacists, they keep sticking their arm in the alligator's mouth. There you go. The alligator. You know how them alligators do when they trying to warm up? They had their mouth open like that. One of these days, you white supremacists is gonna stick your arm in the alligator mouth, and he gonna come down on that motherfucker. And you're gonna be crying. Because, you know, they probably already counting how many brothers who got legal guns. But one wild card one variable they ain't taking into account. It's a lot of street niggas with guns. It's a whole lot of illegal guns. Instead of sitting up here trying to take legal guns away from responsible gun owners like some of us, what they need to be doing is trying to get them illegal guns. You ain't gonna hold all black men down. You might hold a lot of coons and a lot of old sugar booty niggas, but all black men ain't no cowards. All of us ain't cowards. All of us ain't scary church niggas. You up here getting shot at by a white supremacist with an AR-15, and you up here talking about putting on the breastplate of righteousness from white Jesus. Jesus will protect me. Your ass be looking like Denzel at the end of Training Day, nigga. Talking about that breastplate of righteousness. Black people, when black Christians talk that kind of shit, man, nigga, we ought to push your ass out there first to get fucked up with that weak ass shit. See, black folks jump their ass in church when they get old and scared, especially when it comes to black females. Oh, they jump there. They'll suck all kind of dick. They'll be on the cock carousel for the first 30 years of their life. Then when they start getting old and them titties sagging and they can't get somebody over there to pay that cable bill, they jump in church. They start dating all the felons in the church. But church niggas are the scariest niggas on the planet. Because instead of fighting a fight that takes a physical response, this motherfucker over here talking about some white Jesus shit. This motherfucker talking about prayer. This motherfucker talking about praying, and you got somebody busting shots at your ass, or some old white supremacist on some subway platform is coming at you with a steak knife, talking about this is for Nutella, this is for the mayonnaise militia. That's why they don't normally go after black men. They let the race soldiers posing as cops handle that, because they know they ain't gonna handle us. I seen niggas get stabbed and shot and still whoop 3 niggas' asses. He roused. I remember when Ronda Rousey, little weak ass, was talking about she'll beat Mayweather's ass. I'm so glad Mayweather just ignored that stupid bitch. Come to find out, the very next fight she had, that white girl beat the brakes off her ass. She wasn't talking that Mayweather shit no more. Matter of fact, that white girl beat her, and then another white girl beat her ass. That little ass bitch almost killed her ass. That's why I say that UFC shit is a joke. That MMA, UFC shit, that shit is a joke. That shit is for motherfuckers too slow to box. Because that shit don't really take any, it really don't take any skill to be in the UFC and doing that MMA shit. Them guys talk about mixed martial arts. That's a pretty name for a bunch of slow ass white dudes kicking and fucking hitting your ass when you laying on your back. That ain't fighting. Yeah, she was walking right into that the little chick that beat her ass when she finally retired. That's the fight you really need to see. Yeah, that other white girl beat her ass, but that last chick that beat her ass, she was smaller than her. Ronda Rousey's probably about 5'6". This chick looked like she was about 5'3". She beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey's ass. And you know what this one guy said on ESPN? He said, I knew Ronda Rousey was full of shit. I knew she was full of shit. Because once she lost those 2 fights, I went back and looked at all the fights she had before that, and all of them were bums. Ronda Rousey was just, they ain't really got nobody to fight her. All those chicks she fought that when she was undefeated, they said all of them were bums. And as soon as now that Holly chick that beat her the first time, she got lucky a couple of times, but she still was a better skilled fighter than Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was just getting over being violent. She was just violent as fuck. And she was a better wrestler. Once she got them bitches on the ground, that was their ass. See, that ain't fighting to me. You kneeing me in my head, you kicking me in my, man, that don't, you go try that mixed martial arts on a motherfucker that really know martial arts. Your foot will never come close to their body. You see, man, I've seen guys way over here kick motherfuckers, and the dude is just standing there. The first thing they taught us when we were doing martial arts is somebody kick you, you need to be ready to block that shit as soon as you see they muscle flinch. Because as soon as they kick like that, you should be knocking this out the way and bam. Because all this is open. Anything where there's a bunch of Caucasian dudes dominating it, you know it's bullshit. Because I seen some brothers get their ass beat. And it was mainly because they were some weak niggas. Maybe they beat a couple of white boys and they made a name for themselves. Because see, unlike boxing and in USC and UFC and that MMA and that Bellator shit, a lot of them guys, once they beat 3 or 4 guys, they start making some money. It ain't like boxing where you gotta beat 10, 12, 15 motherfuckers before you even get a title shot. You ain't gonna see Mayweather because you too unpredictable. Yeah, Greg old lame ass. And you had all these white Americans running around the arena talking about they wanted Mayweather to lose. And they were even betting on Mayweather to lose. They were so sure that this Jameson drinking motherfucker was gonna beat his ass. They were sure about that Mayweather was gonna get his ass whooped. Yeah, we all know. And we all know how that turned out. Man, this live chat. I don't know what's wrong with this damn thing, man. Yeah, a lot of black women don't like Mayweather because white zaddy and white mommy don't like him. And they can't suck his dick because they too busy going around like this on the cock carousel with Ray Ray and Pookie in there. But Mayweather beat that Jameson drinking motherfucker. He beat his ass. And he toyed with him. It was never a fight. It was never a fight. Everybody that I know that watched the whole fight, they said, man, because I only saw like 2 or 3 rounds. Everybody I know that said they watched the fight, they was like, man, Mayweather was toying with that fool. But you had white Americans hoping Mayweather would lose. They even had Caucasian dudes running around with Irish flags. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. See how they do? That's what I'll be telling y'all, man. They ain't got to call you nigger to your face. I'm giving you 3 or 4 hours worth of why they don't need to call you nigger to your face. They already treating you like one. And most of y'all act like one. See, teamwork make the dream work. See, everybody in America understands, even these po-ass, funky, greasy ass illegals that come over here. Even they understand teamwork. They know they ain't gonna never rise above maybe making $8 an hour. But they will still work with each other and help each other. Unlike y'all. Y'all get an attitude when I ask you to donate money and you've been sitting around here. Some of y'all been listening to me for 5, 6 years. See, I just started doing live streams on Facebook. These people don't know me. That's why I tell guys, don't sit up here and tell me you're going to do something and don't do it. But then at the same time, some guys are on automatic recurring payment, so I don't expect them to give anymore. I don't expect them to. And why should they give for you? If they give, why can't you give? But you have a problem. Most of us black men and women have a self-hating problem. We can't stand to see another black person get any money for anything, even though this money ain't for me. I make my money other ways. It looked like Mask. He sure could have. But he pulled up on him. He pulled up on McGregor. Even at the beginning of the fight, he was pulling up on him. He could have beat the shit out that boy. Because it clearly, it wasn't a fight. It was never a fight. Everybody I said saw the fight from day one, from round one. They said it was never a fight. McGregor got a couple shots in, but it was so inconsistent. And you could tell that Mayweather was holding back. Yeah, I know Nunez ain't white. She white in American standards. She's still white. But she beat Ronda Rousey's lame ass. You see Ronda Rousey ain't fighting no more. She doing all these lame ass movies, all these C-level movies. They ain't even B movies. I saw some movie, I don't know if it was on Netflix, or in Redbox. This was Redbox. She was in some lame ass movie trying to be a mercenary. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? When I saw her in Expendables 3, I was like, what the fuck? Other than her showing her little booty, or the little flat booty and a little tight little dress on, that was the only highlight of her being in the movie. Oh, that's right. She WWE. I forgot about that. I read about that online. Yeah, but she's all name. She's all name. And if you see it, you know, a lot of them chicks on WWE, I mean, look how they look. They ain't really doing no hardcore shit. Obviously, wrestling is fake, but still, they can get hurt still. But she's a name. So her agent will be like, yeah, you got to give her $500,000. Okay, she'll do a movie. She'll be in your movie. I mean, she's trying to get that bag. I mean, I ain't mad at her. I'm not talking about that, but she knew she couldn't do that bullshit that much longer. After she lost those 2 times, she was smart for getting out of that shit. She'll fuck around, be in a wheelchair. Hey, Rhonda. Sitting in a dirty ass she'll be in a recliner like this. It'll be this color, and it used to be like tan. She'll be in a dirty ass, nasty, funky trailer with stray cats coming in and out that motherfucker. You keep doing that shit, because them guys, they can only do that shit like 2 or 3 maybe years. They can't do that shit that long. All that kneeing in the head and all that, man, that shit, that ain't nothing manly about that shit. That's barbarianism. Man, let me tell you, I said something about this in my MSW program. Somebody started talking about the Romans. And I said, oh, the Romans, they used to have that gladiator shit. Or they'll put a dude in there, give him a fucking stick, and put a hungry ass lion in there with him. Just ignorant shit. And that WWE shit and that UFC and that Bellator shit, that's the same shit. Barbarian shit. That shit is ridiculous. I don't want to see nobody get kneed in the head. When I saw that shit, because back in the late 90s, that shit started popping off. And somebody asked me, they said, hey, man, you in pretty good shape. You ought to do that shit. And I thought about doing it. But back then, they didn't pay nothing. Man, I saw them dudes getting kneed in the head and all that shit. I said, hell fucking no. I'd be done killed one of them motherfuckers kneeing me in the head. That don't take no skill to do that UFC shit. Don't take no skill to do that. It takes skill to box. Exactly. They just give jobs to each other. That's all they do. Yeah, Spartacus. Spartacus. No damn well white folks ain't got no history of beating nobody. They got history of cheating. Putting Tommy guns, shooting innocent Africans with no weapons. Oh, they love an unfair fight. That's why I told y'all, I don't watch a lot of movies. Oh, I was going to talk about Acrimony. Oh, man. You know, I finally rented that movie. Obviously, you know, that movie didn't make no money. And I'm going to just say this before I talk about Acrimony real quick. Taraji P. Henson needs to stop playing angry black women in these movies, because that shit's getting old for her. I'm thinking to myself, that's all she knows how to do. She's a brilliant actor. Have y'all seen Acrimony yet? It's a good movie. Oh, it's a good movie. but it was so over the top. Her character was so over the top. And but you know what? You know what made it a really good movie? Is they tried to make the brother look like he was the villain. Because she's telling the story through her eyes. And I thought that was brilliant that Tyler Perry did that. Because at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna be fast forwarding through this movie. But I actually sat there. It actually had my attention from start to finish. That is not normal. That does not happen, people. I'm telling you. Because most of these movies are so bad. They are so bad. They are making shit out here and calling it Shinola. I mean, they are making some horrible movies. And a lot of them end up on Netflix. And because I actually canceled my Netflix subscription one time because I would get these independent movies and they were garbage. And then most of the mainstream movies, they wouldn't even get those. Netflix has a hard time getting a lot of new movies. That's why they be making their own shit, because some of these studios won't do business with them. Yeah, they'll let you rent Transformers, that type of shit. But if you want some really good shit, them studios will not release that shit to Netflix. Brazilian that chick was still white. She might have been a Brazilian, but she was still white. And whoever this C-Dub is, man, shut the fuck up. Who gives a fuck? Nigga, I'm kicking game over here. Exactly. They invented the unfair fight. Yeah, that superhero nonsense is garbage. But they need that shit. They need that shit. They need it. Because inside, you got to understand what they really think of themselves is not good. That's why they're the biggest drunks. They're the biggest drug addicts. They're the biggest recreational drug users I've ever seen. If they ain't on drugs, they're on that alcohol. Because I've dated plenty Caucasian women in their 30s that couldn't put that bottle of Jameson down. I'm like, damn, bitch, how many of them, them Jamesons you gonna pour yourself? God damn. I'm sitting over here still nursing this little snifter full of Hennessy. And you over here drinking a whole goddamn bottle of Gentleman Jack. I'm like, goddamn, bitch, you got some problems? Yeah, Spaniards are Caucasians. Even though they got a lot of black blood in them, they're still considered, them and the Portuguese are still considered Caucasians. But the superhero movies, I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick and tired of all these little bullshit ass secret superhero dumbass fucking shows. I don't watch none of that shit. I watch stuff that is interesting. That's why we normally, when I mention something, maybe with the exception of Empire, most of my listeners are like, yeah, I watch that. That's why I be turning guys on to shit. Like, have you guys seen Animal Kingdom on TNT? Animal Kingdom, and there's another show called not Claws. Claws is, Claws was created by a black woman. You know that, right? That's why it's so over the top. Aunt, mama, uncle, daddy. That's some country ass shit right there. Yeah, Animal Kingdom is no joke. I got 3 episodes I still need to watch on DVR over here. I've been watching that since the first season. Flash? We talking about the Flash that come on the CW? Nigga, I don't watch that shit. What, the Green Hornet, nigga? What about the Brown Hornet, nigga? Oh, 90 Day Fiance is the funniest shit. Did y'all see the one that came on last weekend? Nigga, I was, hey. I was hitting a doobie and I was watching 90 Day Fiance. Nigga, that shit is so fucking funny. Nigga, I bet my neighbors be like, that nigga, he about to die laughing. That, you can't be a bigger stupid motherfucker. To me, to call them guys simps. Y'all see the fat Mexican dude on there that sell weed products? Y'all know who I'm talking about? The dude named George that married that Anfisa, whatever her name is. The one that's Russian, that looked like she done have plastic surgery. She looked like a clown. She like this. That bitch look crazy as hell. I was like, that bitch done had some work done. He said the Flash. Hey, do you know that dude got caught with $500,000 yayo? No, not yayo, but weed. This motherfucker, you can't be that stupid. The dude he got a felony already for selling stuff to medical marijuanas. You know what he does, right? He does derivative. He's the CBD oil dude. What he does, he takes the weed and he takes that cannabinoid juice. And you notice he was driving that $100,000 Audi. He was flying all over there in Russia, balling out of control. Soon as he brought that bitch over here, all right, baby, I ain't got no money. See, I got a cousin that's how he got that Brazilian chick over here. He was lying about he had money. The one I told you about that got slapped. His girlfriend slapped his ass about 3 months ago. He went down there to Brazil lying. And he got but see what, he didn't go get one of them little tiki girls. He didn't go get them little hoes that be in them evasive angles videos. He didn't get one of them. He went and got an educated Brazilian that looked white. He got one of them that got money. Her dad owns her dad's a senator over there in Sao Paulo. Because we was in Sao Paulo. We flew into Sao Paulo because it's cheaper. Then we took a bus, a double-decker bus to Rio. Took us about 9 hours. Then when we got done, we took another bus back to Sao Paulo, and then we flew out. You fly into Rio, you probably gonna spend another $600-700. We wasn't gonna do that. Believe it or not, I got my tickets on Orbitz. Cheap as hell. And we were on a big ass 777. That motherfucker had 3 levels. Okay? That was a big ass plane. There had to be 400 people on that plane. Don't pay to lie. He married that bitch twice. Soon as she got over here, her friends told her, what you with a black man? Because he live in Houston. You know, Houston got some, them motherfuckers got money in Houston. White folks got money in Houston. They got money in San Antonio and Dallas too, but Houston's that's that oil money. It's so many white dudes that trade commodities. They got $500,000 houses. My cousin was living in a nice 2-bedroom apartment. He lived over there. I don't know, y'all. Any of y'all know what a Galleria is in Houston? If you know what a Galleria is in Houston off of I-610, my cousin had a crib over there. And that's how I used to get a lot of bitches, because he had a real nice apartment. I was like, dude, what? You know, now he got a house now, but can't get no bitches, man. You can't be no weak ass dude and get a whole lot of women. When you are 50, let me tell you something. When you're a middle-aged black man and you are lame like that, bitches can smell that shit on you, especially his ass. Because he'll go to those high-end bars. Because somebody was telling me off Westheimer, there used to be this Brazilian bar, a Brazilian restaurant bar. And he would go over there. That's how he met that rich German chick. That's how he got her. And went over there lying to her. No, that's my brother. No, that's my brother that I told you about. Took a bitch on a cruise to Jamaica for 7 days and hadn't hit it yet. That's my brother that did that. With his dumb ass. One chick, he hit it while he was over there, but as soon as the chick got off the boat, she changed her cell phone number so he couldn't contact her. Talking about feeling humiliated. Now, I don't talk to that nigga today because of that type of shit. I don't deal with that nigga. He took it out he took his tactics right out of the simp playbook, right out of my dad's simp playbook. By the way, y'all, go over there, asktheiceman.com. Go over to asktheiceman.com. Please donate $10 today. Today is $10 Saturday. If you haven't donated already, please go over there and donate. Okay? I'm going to put the link here. Come on, guys. Let's go over 100. We're at 9,100. We're over 9,100, actually. We only got we need $900 more. Damn, my back is killing me, man. I didn't even sleep on the couch yesterday. My back hurting. Normally, my back don't hurt right between my shoulder blades. Damn, I need to do I need to give me a deep tissue massage like a motherfucker. But see this is why one of the reasons why a lot of people in my family, we don't get along, because I'm totally different than them. My dad's a simp. My other siblings, they do what they do. But my other brother that's close to me, he's a certified simp and a trick. All he does is blow his money. He ain't got no retirement, nothing. He spent all his money on pussy. That's what some people got to do when they lame. When you are lame, I guess that's what you got to do. You know what? Even if I was lame, I got enough respect for myself to just sit over here and, oh, well, can't get no bitches. Guess I just saved my money. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be chilling at the crib. I'd be like, fuck it, I ain't going out here castigating myself and putting myself out there like that to get no pussy. It still ain't gonna get no pussy. That's why I said, I was talking to somebody the other day. I said, man, even if I had a Tesla right now, I wouldn't fuck half these bitches. Even if I had that kind of ride and I'd be bending them corners in a Tesla, I'd be like, man, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I ain't fucking with you. Because like I keep telling y'all in these videos that I do, that video series I do, non-black women really ain't into black men. They just want to have sex with you. They just want to have sex with a black man. And they wait till they damn near too old for you to fuck them. You think I want some Danny DeVito looking Mexican chick that work at fucking HEB talking about, hey, brother, hey, bro? Like, bitch, you better get the fuck out of here. The time for you to holler at me is 30 years ago. Up the road here, up a couple exits, up I-5, there's an Albertsons over here. I don't fuck with them too often because, you know, they sell a lot of frozen shit up in there. But every now and then, I go get my catfish from there when I feel in the mood to fry some catfish up in this bitch. I went over to that Albertsons. There's a very nice looking Hispanic woman that work in there. If I'd have met her 20 years ago, I bet you that bitch was a dime. That's how fine she is. But she is probably about mid-40s. She looked at me. I walked through the line. I saw her looking, you know, she didn't see me. And then when I was, you know, right there in front of her, she looked at me like this. She gave me that look. Hi. And I looked at her like, if I'd have met you 10 years ago, probably would have hit it. But not now. Even though she's still cute. Had a nice body. She was probably about a 6 or 7. She probably about 6.5. I'll give her 6.5. Because she had a little booty on her. She was a nicely built woman. And you could tell she took care of herself. Had long ass hair and shit. Oh, she was real good looking. But like I said, why would I don't want you at your worst. I want you at your best. So I need to catch you when you 25, 30. At the latest 30. Before you start having all them goddamn kids. Like I met this real fine black chick down in Portland. But she's got to talking stupid. They always do. Go sending me text messages of her Benz and all this shit. She got a little $500,000 house. Like, bitch, I don't care nothing about that. I be telling black women that shit. I said, why y'all be doing that? You ain't, I'm not impressed. And if you try to make me feel small, I don't feel small because I don't go out here trying to compare myself to somebody else. There's somebody's car parked next to mine probably costs 10 times more than mine is. But do I care? No, I like what I got. I like what I got. I don't need to go out here and high side and in front. Exactly. She would have called me a nigger 20 years ago. But all of a sudden, I'm high. All of a sudden, you passed your prejudice. And you know how racially prejudiced the Mexicans are. All of a sudden, I'm the shit now. I'm at my best. You at your, well, I mean, like I said, she was a 6.5. I give her 6.5. But now that her ass is divorced, because I didn't see no rings. So Sancho done got rid of her ass. Antonio done got rid of her ass. And like I said, it get cold up here. It get cold. I know them beds get cold here. But like I said, these bitches can't put their white supremacy aside. You ain't gonna do no dine and dash on me. They all try, none of them succeed. But see, these old chicken liver eating niggas up here, man, these Portland niggas, they're some country niggas. Now, Seattle, I don't know where the black folks are in Seattle. I mean, I see them, but Seattle is hella white. But it's still hipper than Portland. Portland is a garbage town. Portland is a dusty, dirty-ass white town. Them Seattle white folks, man, they ain't country and ghetto like these and trailer parkish. Like once you hit Olympia, different kind of Caucasians. Because you go up there to Seattle, all you see is yachts. Motherfuckers on their yachts. Portland, they a little too dirty for me. They dirty as a motherfucker. Exactly, trying to think I'm gonna take them on a Mandingo safari. I remember I did that video back in 2012 called the Mandingo Chronicles. Remember I did that shit? I did about 3 videos of that shit. That shit was hilarious. Like I said, once you date one of them European chicks, you will never show any kind of deference toward American Caucasian women, because European women are 10 times finer than these bitches over here. And I'm not talking about like they ain't on that skinny shit. Them white girls eat over there. So they look totally different over there. They prettier and they got more ass. I don't know and they ain't all racist acting. You said I'm eating chicken gizzards right now. Oh, country nigga. He said I'm eating chicken. Hey, my mom used to fry them shits up though. That shit used to be good when my mom made them. I don't make them motherfuckers. I see them white folks buying them though. I see them country ass honkies buying them. I know they don't know how to fix them though. Hey, white folks don't know how to hook no gizzards up. Okay? That's a black thing. I tell you what, this old Mississippi nigga that used to date my ex-wife's grandmother, that nigga whipped out some chicken feet right one time. I said, nigga, I'm going on. I said, nigga, I ain't eating no chicken gizzards. I ain't eating no chicken feet. I eat chicken livers and chicken gizzards. I ain't eating no goddamn chicken feet. That's some old slave shit. Nigga, I mean, and they sell like, it'll be like $3 for a big ass 10-pound bag and shit. I'll be like, man, if you don't get them shits out of here, I said, nigga, where the legs attached to the motherfuckers? I can't, chicken neck, turkey necks, and I eat some turkey wings. Man, I dated this chick. I dated this sister. Her mom cooked some turkey, made some boiled turkey wings and some gravy and some fucking dressing. Ooh, that shit was good. Ooh, I tried to make that shit at home. That shit, man, them big ass wings scared my ass. I saw them big ass wings in that pot. I said, I don't think I want this shit. Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you what, I had this Liberian chick cook me some Liberian food. Man, she used to make these spicy wings and spinach. That shit was so good. I damn near ate a half pot of that shit. And she made cornbread with it. That shit was so good. Because a lot of, Liberia was settled by 1,200 ex-slaves. So they still cooked like they did back then. They make straight up soul food over there in Liberia. Oh, oxtails too. I'll fuck some oxtails up. I made some oxtails last year. I couldn't get the ones. I wanted though. They got got more meat on them. Because them ones they sold in San Antonio, they ain't had no meat on them. I said, man, this ain't nothing but bones. I gave that shit to my dog. I said, man, I ain't doing nothing but eating, drinking oxtail broth. I think I made some black eyed peas. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember what I made with them. Probably just some rice. Yeah, I love me some oxtails. But these motherfuckers on some superheroes, some old fantasy shit, man. Because they they ain't really like. I was listening to Karen Hunter's ass one time. You know, I love to talk about that sorry bitch. That bitch was talking about how I like Supergirl. How can you watch that fake shit? Some white girl flying around beating people's asses? Get the fuck out of here. That shit is so far-fetched. I remember one time I saw a movie and this little tiny ass, bony ass white girl beat some big ass, overgrown Mike Tyson sized niggas' asses. I was like, I can't watch this shit. I can't watch movies and TV shows that are so unrealistic. I can't watch that shit. How sorry does these big overgrown niggas have to be to lose a fight to a white girl? Well, a lot of that old school Marvel shit is fly. I'm talking about some of this shit they making up. Some of this shit they just making up. Some of this shit they making up. And it might be new stuff. But they're going overboard with it. And it might just be the characters like that Wonder Woman shit. I'm never going to rent that movie because it's bullshit. They basing that movie off African tribes of women who actually were warriors. And you gonna tell me some old skinny ass fucking white bitch is kicking somebody's ass? I can't watch that shit. I don't care if it's DC Comics, Warner Brothers, Marvel. I don't give a fuck who it is. I can't fathom, because I've dated too many white women. I've lived with too many white women, and I saw how they act. And I'm sorry, I can't picture them kicking nobody's ass. They too lame. A white girl, 10 times out of 10, ain't gonna never come at no brother with no physical shit. Unless he's Gary Coleman size. Unless he's Gary Coleman size, ain't no white girl gonna come for no black man. In real life, but in movies, she's the baddest bitch. She's beating black women's asses and black men. Like I said, I can't sit there and watch that shit. Maybe you can. I don't know. I can't speak for you. But I know for me, I can't watch movies where I see white dudes and white women kicking black men's asses that are as big as Shaq. I'm sorry. I can't watch it. And a lot of that shit comes on cable TV. Nah, man, even them bitches get their ass kicked. It's some bad bitches out here, but I'm going to tell you right now, they ain't white. Now, I've seen some black women in the hood do some incredible shit. But I ain't seen no white women do no incredible shit. You see how they get down in real life. If you done dated enough of them, you know they ain't capable of none of that shit. But that Acrimony movie, now see, this is what took the cake for me in that movie. This is where I lost respect for Taraji P. Henson for taking a role like that. Exactly. Passive aggressive. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to say it. You said it for me, T Mason 995. I wasn't going to say it. That's what I was really trying to say, what you just said. They ain't gonna nap. I'm gonna tell you right now. Some of them Twin City white girls, some of them gray girls, they'll try to come at a nigga. They'll be in front of Walmart like this. They'll be in front of Walmart doing that shit in some Incredibles pajamas with the feet still in them. Ghetto as hell. Fat as a motherfucker. Probably 8 months pregnant. Fighting Ray Ray. Now, sooner or later, Ray Ray gonna get the best of that bitch. But he let the bitch get a couple licks in so she thinks she did something. Oh, them Minnesota and Wisconsin white girls, oh, some of them will throw. Now, they'll get their ass beat, but some of them got some heart. Some of them will run up, yeah, nigga, pow. That bitch should be sleeping. Hey, I posted up a video. No, wait a minute. I gotta post this video of this on Facebook of this white dude. It's an old ass white. This is an old racist. This motherfucker couldn't even walk. You can tell his ass was one of them motherfuckers back in the 60s killing niggers. He looked like one of them kind of this was in Michigan. And this young brother, I give this young brother credit. These brothers look like he's about 18, 19 years old. He walked past the white dude. I don't know what he did. I don't think he did anything. But I'm quite sure the old white dude thought it was 1959. And he made the mistake of calling him a nigger. And the young brother, I guess he was with a sister, but you couldn't see her in the picture because somebody was filming this on their cell phone. And he said, "What you say?" He walked back. He had his hood on. He had a hoodie on. He walked back. He said, "What you say?" He said, "You fucking nigger." I don't know what happened between them because they didn't show what happened. I'm thinking the brother probably didn't act like a coon. He probably didn't. He probably cut him off. Maybe took a parking spot or something. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But whatever it was, the old white supremacist was angry. And he said, I called you a fucking nigger. And the brother was and the young sister was like, come on, such and such, let's go. Come on, let's go. And he said, no. He's like, you call me a nigger? And he walked back over there. Bow! Boy, let me tell you something. That old, feeble, crusty ass body just folded. That dude went. He put that motherfucker on the carpet. Okay? And you know what I wrote on there under there as a comment? Down goes Frazier. Niggas was clowning. I wrote down goes Frazier. He put that motherfucker on the canvas. One hit. And he was a little skinny brother. He wasn't in no skinny jeans either. Because he was going to walk away. Because girl was like, no, come on, let's go. He's like, no, I got to knock this motherfucker. He was like, what you call me a nigga? Ha! I hope he killed his ass. Goddamn devil. You got no love for them motherfuckers, man. And do you know some coon? You know some mammy? Some old, look like some old fat ass mammy. You know what she wrote under there? I'll tell you what this coon ass bitch wrote. She wrote, he shouldn't have hit him. He's an you don't hit your elders. You know what I wrote? You know what I replied? What my reply was? White supremacists ain't no elders. If that motherfucker's your elder, you're a fucking slave. Now y'all see what I'm talking about with these Negro bed wenches and these coons and these mammies. Every slave rebellion that was thwarted was because of some Stevie or some mammy that told White Zaddy. Appreciate it, JJ. Hey, man, I told y'all, I've been saying this for years. Simps and coons, all of those folks are in the same bucket. They all work from a position of fear. And they will get you killed. That's why I did that video, Killer Simps. Simps and coons. I'm telling you right now, most simps are usually coons. Have you ever noticed that? Like my dad is one of the biggest simps I ever seen in my life, and he's also a coon. Okay? Straight up buck dancing, bojangling coon. Usually, if they're a coon, they're also a simp. And don't let them be a O.J. Simpson type that fuck with white women all day, spending all their money on white bitches. They be my age, still out there paying for pussy. That's why and I'm gonna say this, and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to besmirch anybody. I'm not trying to be mean, and I'm not trying to besmirch anybody. But a lot of the guys, a lot of the men in my family, a lot of them are my age or almost they're in their 40s. Most are in their 50s and 60s. I got cousins who are that old and they have nothing. All they got is stories about pussy they paid for. That's it. These niggas are 40, 50, and 60 years old. Done wasted their whole lives partying, drinking, and drugging. And half of them I don't even talk to no more because they know I'm a clown. They know I ain't got no respect for their ass. I was supposed to go to a family event. I was supposed to leave Monday. Man, I canceled all that shit. I canceled the hotel. I canceled the rent-a-car, all that shit. Because my aunt that's having this party, this birthday, her daughter is giving a party for her, a birthday party. And she actually sent me an invite. That's the only reason why I even considered going. Because she sent me a formal invite. But you know what? I'm going to be a nigga. And I ain't showing up. I ain't even telling nobody I ain't showing up. Because some of my family act like such assholes and butt wipes that I don't even want to see them niggas. I don't want to see them. Because to really be honest, that's the one I told you about that be coming on my live stream on Facebook fucking with my show. Especially when I'm talking about feminism. She be doing a lot of low ball shit. And I had to get on her ass on air. She's the one whose mama is having the birthday party first week of August. I was supposed to go to that shit. But her, her mom done, we ain't that close. I'm not going to drive I'm not driving no goddamn 22,000 something miles to go to some shit, and she'll probably be there acting like she don't even see a nigga. Her mama ain't never done nothing for me. I was like, I ain't driving all the way down. I mean, you know, one of my cousins called me. He said, hey, man, you going to show up, man? I hope you're going to show up. Because he don't want to go. He didn't want to go. But since I said I was going, he was like, man, I'm going to go ahead and get these plane tickets. He going to be mad as fuck. He going to be mad as a motherfucker. Because he was like, man, I was going to take my family out there to L.A. I was going to take them out there to Cali. I'd rather go out there than go to this shit down south, getting ate up by goddamn, you know, because I called my uncle down there about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I called my uncle. He was like, man, it's 100 degrees out here. 100% humidity and 100 degrees. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to be in that shit. It's hot as fuck up here. At least it cool down when the sun go down. Not that much, but it does cool down. Because I keep my ceiling fans on. I got an air circulator in here. I keep this motherfucker cool. I got this motherfucker sitting right in front of me. Hey, that's what niggas do, man. Go. That's what a lot of niggas be doing. That's what that nigga did that my ex-wife is married to. He the one did that shit. Oh yeah, I got $800, $100,000 in my 401k. Now to a broke, starving bitch whose purse is aching, she impressed with that. But the bitch can't count. Because that $800,000 is supposed to last 30, 40 years. But you got a lot of niggas. I talk about black women reaching all off in their 401k, taking money out of their fucking retirement to go to Cancun and all this old silly ass shit. But it ain't just them. It be black men doing that shit too. Going out there tricking their money off on bitches, trying to make it look like they got some money. Nigga go take his 401k and put $20,000 down on a $60,000 Benz. And look at me, nigga. I'm bending these corners. I'll be like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of here, you look like a clown. I see them silly ass niggas around here with they white women. You ain't gonna see me out there. You don't see my ass out here tricking my money off on no bitches. See, that's called selfishness. That's called personal selfishness. What are you willing to sacrifice, not just for you, but for other black people? See this? See, y'all, a lot of y'all really don't want to look in the mirror and answer that question. And I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot. I'm just telling the truth. A lot of you niggas you really don't want to ask that question for real. What are you willing to sacrifice for the greater good of your people? And since most of us are not willing to sacrifice anything because we're too busy chasing booty or vagina, or we chasing some pipe dream on some dumb shit, trying to think we're going to be the next Nino Brown. We always on some dumb shit that don't work. That's the loser's creed. I'm gonna do a whole show, 3 or 4 hours talking about the loser's creed. See, black folks dedicate themselves, instead of having a code of conduct and a code of honor, we have a code of failure. If you think just because you watch Scarface, you're going to be the next Nino Brown or the next Tony Montana, you are a fool. And you got a whole lot of Hispanic dudes, which I don't care, but you got a lot of black dudes that think they can look at Scarface and become the next Nino Brown. Just dumb. And them niggas is doing major time. They ain't never getting out. or by the time they get out, they are old man. Broke old man. That's right, dumb nigga shit. We always on dumb shit. That's why we ain't never got no money for good shit. Niggas will sit up here and blow all their money at the club, getting bottle service when you know you can't afford that shit. You up here paying $400 for a bottle of champagne that only that you can go to Costco and get for $120. And you paying $400 for it, talking about, yeah, girl, we popping bottles. That's why I tell people to watch that movie Superfly. They got them clown ass niggas in white. Them niggas look like clowns. But that's how niggas are in real life. Oh man, I seen niggas like that in San Antonio. Just cracked out, nigga. Them nigga cracked out. Nigga, I seen a nigga, man. I saw this old nigga, man. This nigga had to be in his 60s. Just old skinny ass nigga. Pushing a old, this nigga didn't have an up-to-date lawnmower. This lawnmower looked like it was from the early 90s. Had no bag on it. It was one of them old ones that had the bag on the side. It was one of them old ass fucking lawnmowers. You got dudes with little ass lawns that got sit down lawnmowers. This nigga's pushing a lawn. And I was riding my bike one day and I'm going down, man, what was the name of that street? It was, it ends out, the street runs out to Calabria. And I'm getting ready to I'm cutting down Hamilton. I forgot the name of the street. I'm riding down Hamilton, whatever the name of the street is. And this nigga's pushing a fucking old ass lawnmower down the street. Just looking beat down and defeated. Ain't no, you in one of the poorest Mexican neighborhoods and you trying to make money mowing lawns off of Mexicans? You know they ain't gonna do no business with you. Now, them white folks might give you $20 to cut their lawn, but they like, nigga, how you gonna pick this grass up? You can't go and mow somebody's lawn and then leave the shit all on, leave piles of grass on their lawn. This nigga that had no bags or nothing. He in the street too. He ain't even on the sidewalk. He in the street like, oh, beat down, sorry nigga. 40 years ago, that nigga was the shit. But I guarantee he got locked up. Now his ass ain't got nothing but that $15 lawnmower. See, it's easy to end up like that. A lot of guys don't know. A lot of brothers are a paycheck away from being like that. And the only thing that's saving them is they got a wife. Oh yeah, ATL is clown nigga central. But the question that you need to ask yourself is, what are you willing to sacrifice? Because everybody else is willing to kill you off. And while you sitting up here being a clown, a bojangling idiot, everybody's making money off of you. And at the same time, everybody is killing you. And like I said, if you don't think economics is part of your mentality, that's because you're ignorant. If you don't think economics is part of every facet of American life, you're a fucking idiot. Straight up, let me tell your ass. You can't even breathe for free in America. Fuck out of here, man. Oh, Iceberg J. Oh, that's true, brother. That's true. That's true. They don't care about they have no concept. At least the coons my age, you know they know better, but they don't do better. Them skinny jean wearing niggas, they don't have no black pride. He said with no bag. Exactly. That's the kind of shit my dad used to do. Mow the front and backyard, and then we got to sit out there with rakes and shit, picking that shit up. Man, that shit, man, I was like, man, this is bullshit. Then his ass be under the fan in the house, drinking the champagne of beers. You got the time, we got the beer. My dad was either was drinking a cold one, either he was drinking a Miller, or he was drinking Slits, sitting on his ass. And hey, here's what my dad used to do to keep from us telling my mom when she got home from work. Because see, my dad would be on vacation during the summer. So a lot, my dad would take like 2 weeks by itself, and then he'll take a week and a half by itself, but then he'll take 2 weeks. He'll take 2 weeks and we'll go out of town. And you know what he would do? He'd be like, hey, let me give y'all some of this beer. I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't. I'm still telling mom, motherfucker. Okay? Shit, man. My dad had that old ass lawnmower. Remember that shit? Got the bag in the back. So every time you hit a rock, the bag come off because it was some old cotton bag. It wasn't a, you know. I'm so glad they stopped making them lawnmowers, man. Okay? Fuck out of here, man. I hate that shit. Doing yard work. The homies would come over. Hey, man, let's play some basketball, man. We got, because we had a half court basketball set up in our backyard. So guys would come over our house after the schools. They locked the schools up. They come over our house. My dad turned the light on, nigga. We be shaking and baking. One big ass light from on top of the house, but you could see. That shit was like 150 watts. Shit, nigga, we had some knockdown, drag out basketball fucking games out there. Them were the days, boy. Oh my God. But hey, man, look here. If you ain't following me on Twitter, go to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram, The Iceman Show. All right. Follow me on Instagram, The Iceman Show. Go to asktheiceman.com. Go to asktheiceman.com to donate to donate to my nonprofit, but also sign up for life coaching. I've gotten several emails this week about guys inquiring about life coaching. Look, man, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. You don't need to send me an email to do that. If you're going to do it, do it. Okay? If you're going to do it, do it. If you think that much that you need help, then pull the trigger and stop bullshitting. Because I'm a busy man. I don't have time to read your emails talking about what you thinking about doing. You taking my time away from somebody that actually hired me to help them while you sitting up there bullshitting. And I'm looking at these donations, y'all. I at least try to raise $100. Okay? Some of the money that was already on PayPal was from people who donated last night and early this morning. Those of you who've been listening to me for the last 3 hours, shame on you. I'm not talking about the people that already donated. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these assholes that keep sitting up here bullshitting, thinking I won't pull the trigger on this show. As a matter of fact, this will be the last show. Y'all starting to trying to insult a nigga's intelligence. See, I'm tired of niggas who freeload niggas. I'm not gonna take no more time out of my Saturday to put you up on game and then you be disrespectful and you sit here all day. You don't never donate shit. And then you sit your ass up here all day on Tuesday and Saturday and you never donate. I know who donates. I know who don't donate. And because of those of you won't talk.